We're gonna go for a little bike ride on the Springwater Trail.
That's my friend Ken McClarty and his wife Suzanne. They're both hardcore athletes. Each has completed multiple Ironman competitions, which include a 2-mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and then a marathon run, all back-to-back. So when they say a little ride, what they mean is...
This is our 50-mile ride from my house to Boring and back.
It's a long way on a bike.
No, not too bad. We ride pretty regularly. It's something you build up to.
If you want a longer distance ride, though, from Portland on a path free of cars, you should seriously consider the Springwater.
All right, here we go. All right, let's do it.
We gave it a go on a spectacular day in mid-June that almost ended too soon.
Car left, car, shoot. Sorry.
Fortunately, the driver was looking out for us. One of the things you need to keep an eye on, cars, before you get to that protected path. There are many ways to join the Springwater. My favorite way is to get there along Portland's East Bank Esplanade. On a beautiful day, it's a reminder of how lucky we are to live here. I love riding the protected pathway and looking at the city and the Willamette River. And by the way, the earlier you start, the fewer people you'll encounter. The East Bank will take you south past Omsey and the new Tillicum Bridge. The path leads to Southwest Carruthers Street. Follow it to 4th, take a right, and you're going to enter the Springwater Corridor. The Springwater Trail used to be a railroad line developed way back in 1903, when things looked a lot different here. Now it's a car-free path that often follows Johnson Creek. It stretches from just past Omsey in Portland to the east, out past Milwaukee, then under Interstate 205, past the Powell Butte Nature Park, through Gresham, and all the way to Boring. It's one of Ken's favorite rides.
Well, once you clear the city, once you're after about 120 seconds, it's pretty rural feeling.
The path is 10 to 12 feet wide. You need to pay attention. Besides other people, you'll find posts like these that keep cars from driving on the path. They require you to ride carefully through. Another issue, homeless camps. We came across these near Southeast 82nd on the trail. During the pandemic, they grew exponentially, and there were reports of crime and attacks. But when we shot this video, a cleanup was underway, and there are fewer encampments and less people. Still, Suzanne thinks it's a bad idea to be out on the Springwater alone.
I wouldn't ride by myself. I don't feel comfortable enough riding out here by myself, but with a friend, with my husband.
Who qualifies as a friend?
Who's also my friend, yes.
The Springwater is not perfect, but it does offer miles and miles of lush greenery on either side of the path, which allows you to forget you're riding through some industrial areas and along power lines. It's often flat and a great place to forget about life. Suzanne, until recently, worked as an emergency room nurse. This is part of her strategy for good mental health.
Yes, and also come across a few victims along the way. Oftentimes people needing help along the way. But yeah, for my mental health, it's amazing.
And sometimes you get views like this, Mount Hood, perfectly framed by the pathway.
This is one of my favorite parts of the trail just because right behind me is Mount Hood, and it's at the very beginning of the trail. It's very large and it's framed really well between the trees. It's lovely, it's pretty.
It's also free and open to the public and waiting for you to explore. If you do it on a long ride like we did, you'll zip past the main city park in Gresham. Woo-hoo! Then 5 miles later, enjoy reaching the end of the path in Boring.
Woohoo! Boring! Woo!
Take a couple laps around the finish line circle, then head back the way you came. There is a store near the turnaround, but you should bring lots of water and food. Most of the trail is exposed and can be very hot on a scorching day.
Back we go.
But overall, I think you're going to like it, and you're going to realize it's a very good reason to get out there.